keep the train on the tracks. No, not the Purdue Boilermakers train, the Ohio State engine. This was not a full throttle effort from Ohio State, but it was never designed to be. The Buckeyes win 34-10 on the road here against Purdue. They stay unbeaten. It is win number 9, and welcome to the Notebook at Ross-Ade Stadium. Of all the games that I've covered at Ohio State, this was certainly one of them. It was an effort, I think, clearly by the Buckeyes, who were shorthanded in terms of, especially on the offensive personnel, that they wanted to get in and out of West Lafayette with no more damage accrued to the health of their roster. Ryan Davis said he's gonna get on here. We're gonna ride the scooter with him. Hey, I think this is the first game you were on a recruiting visit as well. Is that right?
Not so much.
Oh, okay.
No. Nina stayed home. RJ came kind of by himself, and these guys are great here. It's a great school. He and I visited here in the spring, and I didn't realize what a great campus it was and a great program. Barry and his staff are excellent. I think these guys are playing hard. They're getting better every week, and I think they got a chance to be good in the future. So, he was able to kind of be a recruit today, which was awkward for him, but I think the people were great here, and he was able to enjoy himself.
Oh, so he was able to find a flight. It was a easy one.
He drove.
He drove. Okay. All right. You, in the past, you mentioned this after the game last Saturday, that you wanted to support your guys. And when you guys put up the websites for Julian and Jeremiah last week, that's a little bit out of character for you. And then we saw what they were doing again today. Why is it that you guys have elected, or you have, because you've got the final say of approval there, that you wanted to do that this time with those two?
Well, it was brought to my attention that, it was an idea a couple weeks. I said, let's just get through the Penn State game, see how it goes. Because I feel like Carnell should have been in the conversation too, but I think maybe what Jeremiah did last year, on top of that, and the way Julian's playing, if I felt like it was a selfish team, I probably wouldn't do it, but I feel like it's a unselfish team. I think they know that the most important thing is the team goals. And so, we're going to support our players, and I've seen other schools do it. I think it's the right thing to do. But I think if you ask them, the number one thing they want to do is win.
There'd been some conversation about, Jeremiah is getting double covered, triple covered. Carnell is doing these things. It's 1A, 1B. For him to have a game like today where he is the guy.
Without Carnell, it just speaks to him. I mean, he's catching the ball and covered two with guys around him, just making great plays. I mean, the play made down the middle, that was a two-Tampa look where we're getting down the middle on the Mike linebacker, and the throw and catch was excellent. And just the impact he has, again, speaks for itself. But he's tremendous.
All right. I'll let you get on that golf cart. Thanks, Ryan. All right. So Buckeyes are going to be trying to get out of here in a hurry. As I mentioned, they want to get the game over with and they want to get home. You've got into this stretch run, and part of the conversation here about managing the reps, getting in and out of games, is that the wear and tear is starting to show up for this team. You have Phillip Daniels, starting right tackle, did not play. Carnell Tate, as I mentioned right there with Ryan Day, did not play. He sort of left a little bit gimpy. Looked like maybe an ankle or something at the end of the game last week against Penn State. He was here. He was dressed. Those things are significant, but then Ohio State held him out as a precautionary situation. And then you saw, I think, right off the bat, even on defense, where Ohio State, I forgot to mention Josh Padilla not playing there and giving rotation at right guard. But you saw, some different looks, different personnel getting involved, like Riley Pettijohn playing on the first drive at linebacker, for Ohio State. They were experimenting in a way that you don't normally see them. And Birm and I had mentioned that earlier in the week. It's like, maybe this is going to be one of those games where the talent disparity is so significant that Ohio State won't wait until they are up by 4 scores. They weren't up by any scores, and they were already starting to rotate personnel on both sides of the football. So this was very much a game where Ohio State knew it was not going to be challenged. And the truth of the matter was that it wasn't. Purdue did fight very hard. They built, they got on top early. The early field goal, it was 3-0. See who's hanging out around over here, Birm, as we get. There's a quarterback in there. Maybe we'll get him on the way to the bus. Jermaine over here with an interception. Pop this in here real quick.
Buckeye football. I really think nobody in the country can really hang with us, in my opinion. We just go out there every Saturday and play our game. We won't have too much to worry about.
when there are guys out on the offensive side of the ball, do you feel that pressure to step up a bit more?
That's why we at Ohio State. Next man up, next man go make some plays. So we good. I didn't even realize that we got a couple people out first until I was watching the game. So.
They don't tell you that before. They're gonna run it by you.
Scoring a pick six, and I had a bold prediction for you to get a pick six.
Ooh,
I was trying to get in there.
you were right there. You got to the red
I
zone.
tried to get in there. Like I just had to make one more person miss. He got me. He grabbed me.
I feel like I said this in the press box that you won't get enough credit. It's a deflected pick. That ball was still humming. Like that was a hell of a play.
Yeah. Thanks to Caleb Downs again, man. That was a great play.
Little assist there.
Yeah, great assist. So I just finished the play. I try to get in that zone though. I'm kind of mad I get in there.
When we talked to you after Illinois, Birm was mentioning that you had the cha-cha slide going on in the fourth quarter. I noticed before the game even started, you were in that dancing mode. Were you feeling?
Hey, I'm gonna get a DJ, whoever running their music. I'm gonna give him like an A+. Like
You also were mocking the Purdue fan who was trying to figure out the military ages. I saw you talking to the official, and they were like, when the guy said the Marines, and you were like, no. Like,
nah. I was trying to guess just like him. I was playing the game, trying to guess whatever he was guessing.
Do you think there's anybody who has more fun playing football than you?
I don't know. I just have.
I know that's hard to answer. I'm just saying it's a joy to watch you play. And
it's a joy.
all right, go home, get
Appreciate
home.
you.
All right, Jermaine Matthews there with an interception. Is that Ohio State defense again? They give up a late score when the starters were in there. The game was 34-3. It was over pretty quickly. What we got here? We got Papa John's over here for the Buckeyes this week. A little bit of a change to the routine. All right, so get into it. So much of the conversation about this game, and we'll see. They took this down. Look at this, Birm. They shut off this ribbon board at the top of Ross-Ade Stadium, like immediately. As soon as the final clock hit 0, they even removed the scoreboard off there. It just said 0-0 against Purdue. Everybody wanted, I think, to move on from this one. That includes Ohio State to flush this one. All right. Bennett's got to make it up to me. Bennett, you owe me one.
I do owe you. I was looking for you.
I know. We were too slow.
I was good at Eddrick. What's up?
I'm just going to pretend like we're at last week's game and talk about that touchdown. Really just the way that this tight end group is performing. It's got to be fun to be in that unit right now.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I believe we're the best in the country. When we get our opportunities, we make them. And I think we had a good showing again today.
So the thing I wanted to ask you about last week was, yes, you scored. You got some of the rewards for the blocking, the dirty work you do. Before the game, before the opening kickoff, I know you played a game today, but I can't get it out of my head. You went out before the kickoff coverage unit, didn't have your helmet on, headbutting, getting guys fired up. The leadership that you've taken on to this team, even when you're not directly involved, where's that coming from? What's driving that?
Yeah, I mean, I know I was challenged to be a leader on this team back in the offseason, and whatever that looks like, if it's getting the guys ready before kickoff to go hit someone, or if it's picking a guy up when he's down, whatever it be, I just felt that, going out there, I get the guys ready to go and make some plays.
There's so much confidence. We saw it again today with Ryan Day, Brian Hartline, Keenan Bailey trusting 3, 4, 5 tight ends to go out there and block in a phone booth. When you're being tasked for that and they say this is the time and you have to go move somebody down on the 1, what goes through your mind? What is the challenge like that you guys are taking on?
Yeah, that's a good question. You got to have a mindset that you're going to take this guy's will and move him when he's trying not to get moved, And so a lot goes into that, a lot of self-talk and some mentality really in those short yardage situations. And, I think all the tight ends kind of have that mentality in the room. And, I think the results speak for themselves.
All right, you can get your pizza now and get on the bus. What toppings do we go with?
Probably just pep.
Just pepperoni?
Just pep.
Old school. Love it. Thanks for congrats on the win and the touchdown last week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So Bennett Christian there. Another game for the tight ends, making a lot of impact. Is that Eddrick Houston over there? The dynamic personality? We're going to have to get him. Well, close enough. He's a tight end. Hey. Thanks, everybody. What? Me? Okay. I'm going to ruin it for you? Are you sure? You have actual football players on there. On the block O?
Sure.
All right.
What are you doing?
He asked for it, Eddrick.
Not a player. This guy holds a mic to our face.
He said I'm still cool.
You're still cool?
He said I'm still cool even though I'm not a player. Do you disagree?
Huh?
You disagree?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Highly disagree.
Okay, that's fair.
I just want you're amazing.
Welcome back to the starting lineup.
Thank you, man.
You told me that last week it was coming.
I said I'm working towards it. That's my words.
It's coming. It hadn't arrived yet. Then you worked for it. What has made the difference for you the last couple of weeks?
Just grinding, listening to coaches, and trying to get better each day.
You look skinny. Have you been losing weight?
No.
You look svelte.
He just wants you
I've been losing fat. We'll put it like that. I've been losing fat. Yes.
Saying you look different from the start of the season?
Oh yeah.
He just wanted you to say that about him.
I know. You trying to call me fat?
Yeah. Well, that's why I like you.
All right, these guys want your autograph. Congratulations. The last couple weeks have been very fun to watch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There's more to come.
Always.
All right. A little Eddrick Houston action. He said I'm not cool, and I guess I'm going to have to agree that is correct. But I'll try my best. We're not allowed. We'll get in trouble. Sonny's going to sign some autographs. We'll leave him. The Blocko has been a fixture on the notebook, so we'll let him entertain the masses there. What do we have in here, Birm? Ian Moore. Okay. Well, he did start, so I think we're probably going to have to talk to him. The Texas Tornado, bro. Right here on the way out. Texas Tornado. Well, what are you doing with the hair? Okay, now I thought you weren't going to be on the notebook, but then you cut your hair. When was this? I didn't. Recently?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened. I didn't really ask for it. The person at the barbershop cut it really short, so I was like,
a mistake?
It was kind of a mistake. I said I wanted it short, but I didn't really specifically say the sides, so it's coming back though. My hair grows fast.
Because I think you told us at the Rose Bowl after the last time you cut it that you lost your like Samson.
I know. I'm getting it back though.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. All right. Ian Moore, congratulations on a start and a win. It's got to feel pretty good. That's not the world's best question, but when you go out there and you meet the expectations, you get an opportunity, it's got to be pretty gratifying.
I mean, I'm just blessed, man. I prayed for this. I prayed for this opportunity. And before I went out there, I was just telling myself, I was like, you prayed for this, Ian. Go out there and, seize it, you just got to, you can't go out there and worry about stuff. You just got to play football.
I've been doing this a long time. I know that when it comes because of an injury, you don't want that for Phil. But you still have to be ready whenever that number is called. So, when did you have an idea that today might be that day?
Sunday, he kind of sat out. He was kind of healing it. Tuesday, he was in the pit, getting right. And then Wednesday rolled around and he was still in the pit, still getting it right. And I think kind of then I was like, holy crap, this might happen,
Do you have a play from today that sticks out in your mind? It's like, yeah, this is what I was praying for. This is what I was working for. This is the one I'm really proud of. I know that everyone's going to get on the film. Maybe it's a blur. I don't know. Is there one that you felt like, I'm doing what I'm meant to do out here?
I'm not going to lie. I kind of forget.
Yeah, I get it.
When the play's over, I just I'm trying to catch my breath and get to the next one. So I don't really, I'm sure tomorrow I could text you guys tomorrow and give you an answer, but.
Are you the kind of guy that you'll want to get on the film right away? Are you going to enjoy the trip home? What do you want to do?
I'm probably going to sleep. Okay. It's a lot of football I just played most since high school. I'm a little tired.
All right, well.
Ian, having this first career start in Indiana, an hour away from home, how many people did you have here? What did it mean just to have it happen like this?
I had 8 people, so hour from my high school that I went to, but I grew up 20 minutes down the road. So, there was a lot of people, walking the tunnel. There was people on that sideline. I was, we were by the student section. People were, screaming my name. I was recognizing faces that I hadn't seen in 6 years, and it was just crazy, Well,
there'll probably be some down there. They're all waiting for autographs. So go enjoy that, and then get some sleep on the way home. All right, there we go. First start there at right tackle again. As I mentioned, Ohio State had to experiment some with personnel. Would they have been looking for Ian Moore to start this game a week ago, 2 weeks ago? No, but there was a lot of adjustment that had to be done for Ohio State. And, I said it to Ryan Day, and maybe it is a little bit of exaggeration that it was not obviously a true scrimmage situation. As a Big Ten opponent on the road, one that pushed Michigan to the fourth quarter last week. They're a talented team. They've got scholarship players too, but Ohio State did not dig very deeply into the playbook on offense. What is this thing? That looks fun. It's very loud though. Anyway, wanted to show at least what Ross-Ade Stadium looked like at the end of this game. The sun did come out in the third quarter. I will confirm that. I lost that bet. A beautiful day for Big Ten football, and another win for Ohio State. Is it the most memorable one that they're going to have? I would say, of course, it is not going to be, but it will be for someone like Ian Moore. It probably will be for Gabe Van Sickle, who got in there at right guard and got a lot of opportunities. C.J. Donaldson scored 2 more touchdowns. You have Jeremiah Smith solidifying his strength, solidifying and strengthening his case for the Heisman Trophy. So there are things about it that you'll latch onto, but is this what a full-strength Ohio State looks like? No. Is it a problem that they didn't cover the projected point spread for this game after the late touchdown? No, I don't think so. We have had to adjust the expectations and the analysis and the evaluations of these games because in the playoff era and with the way that Ryan Day is approaching them, I think if they had won 17-10 with some of the makeshift lineups that they had to show out there, would he have flipped over tables and been incredibly upset? I really don't think so. The priority, and he says it all the time, is just to win the game. Does that mean that we won't also look at some of this nitpicking and try and project ways that they can improve down the stretch? Yeah, that's part of the deal as well. But you get in and out of this game as quickly as you can, and you take the win and you go home. And that's what they're doing. You still see a lot of smiles out here, a lot of people that are pleased that they won comfortably, that they didn't let this game get into a fourth quarter scenario the way that Michigan did a week ago. And I think they will take a lot of those positives again out of this game, even if that's not the best, most memorable game they'll ever play. Is that an alien down there signing autographs? No, he's not big enough to be an alien. So it's just Riley Pettijohn. Yeah, so the Buckeyes are heading towards the bus. I think this locker room is emptying out pretty quickly. Paul Keels, Jim Lachey heading out of here as well. They need to get on the bus. How did it go, Paul?
We made every play we had to.
I know you did. Never a letdown for them. All right, Austin Saraval now. Well, let's go home to Columbus ourselves. Let's put a bow on that on the notebook this week. Ohio State is a winner, 34-10. It is another game. They will be back at home in prime time at the Horseshoe against UCLA next week. Looking forward to that. Maybe the notebook will be better than this one. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. All we're going to do is try our best. Thanks to Birm behind the camera as always. And stick around all week long. We'll be back at Roosters for the live show. Brought to you by Tansky Power Sports and Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Everything else to get ready for the next one will be game number 10 for Ohio State. But that is a wrap for number 9 from West Lafayette, Indiana. Thanks so much for joining me on The Notebook. I'm Austin Ward. He's Jeremy Birmingham. We'll see you later.